This is all the paperwork from it. Contractors from 1927. Look at that. From when they built it. I can't believe this is still in here. Aretha Franklin's mansion is a 3-story house that was built in 1927 and is approximately 6,000 square feet. The home backs right up to the 7th hole on the city's prestigious and private Detroit Golf Club. The mansion features immaculate hand-carved woodwork and details throughout. The house was listed in 2022 for $1.2 million, but was just recently lowered to just under $1 million. Car here kind of looked like a cop car, but then I realized it's been here for a minute and it's got no plates on it. But yeah, this is or was Aretha Franklin's house. This was one of her pride and joys right here. Of course, we're in the city. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. Tennis courts back here, 3 stories, brick, slate roof. Looks like some copper up there. Look at the old mail chute here. Shut this.
I can just show you clips of it because it's about 38 minutes long. It's long for me. Hang on.
It talks all about Aretha. That's cool that they have that hanging up in here. But it should be like right here in the entryway instead of like up high where nobody can see it. But what did I tell you? This is definitely Aretha's house. And she actually lived here. Some of these other YouTubers be getting a little carried away with their stories. Talking about mobster homes and no. This fireplace is amazing though here. It's like this is marble and more amazing woodwork.
Big moment here, full bowl of raisin bran crunch and packed.
Floral pattern in the wood there. And more amazing woodwork. Floral pattern in the wood there. Wow, look at faces. Looks like Christopher Columbus. Tiny homes and stuff. Wow, that's cool. 2 fireplaces, kind of side by side right there. It's a cool shot. And I almost missed this room over here. There's a little room right here by the main entrance to the right. Nothing to it, but I actually think this was the library. So this makes more sense because this would have been where the shelving would have been. As you can see here, that's where the shelving would have been. And then over here, there would have been more shelving. And then a look out to the front. So this was the library, not that other room. This is loaded with blueprints. Look at this. These are all blueprints in the house. It's crazy that they're all just shoved in these cabinets. And then up here, there's more.
You would think that those things would be in the archive or safe somewhere put up.
That is something you don't see every day.
You would think that, huh?
Exploring these places.
You would think that would be in the archive or someplace put up
all the history
to save.
This house was built and designed, and actually how much
That can be sold in auctions years later, huh?
That's cool.
Amazing.
Known as the Queen of Soul due to her pure and perfect fusion of grace and grit, Aretha Franklin was the definition of early soul music throughout America. L. Franklin, Aretha could testify with all the liberating joy stemming from her gospel roots as a member of her father's church choir. She could ache with the sadness of any singer who could truly feel the ways of both grassroots blues and jazz music. After nearly a decade of honing what would become her singular and instantly recognizable voice, Aretha Franklin, who was born in Memphis, Tennessee in 1942, but raised in Detroit, Michigan, brought a blast of proud grooves and empowerment to the pop charts at the peak of the civil rights era. Though she rarely strayed from her gospel roots in the decades that followed, Aretha Franklin made the brassy 1967 anthem Respect, which would soon become her signature calling card. She glided from assertive funk jams to hushed, quiet storm ballads, all the way to synth-coated pop hits. These notable hits also included You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, Who's Zoomin' Who, and I Knew You Were Waiting. Unfortunately, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows for Aretha Franklin. She had long been plagued by alcoholism and weight struggles, leading to both hypertension and diabetes. At one point in time, she was nearly 300 pounds, but in the years before her untimely passing, she would lose nearly 100 pounds from both diet and exercise. She would eventually pass away in her Detroit home in 2018 after an 8-year battle with pancreatic cancer. Aretha Franklin will forever be known as the Queen of Soul. Her powerful voice and many iconic hit records will continue to be loved by generations of Detroiters as well as people from all over the world. So here's the front door. You can see some molding going around. Nice candle fixture in the 94. As you can see from these old photos from Aretha Franklin's own personal collection, her mansion was her absolute pride and joy. Since she lived in this home during a recording of her critically acclaimed Rose album, the large majority of her home decor was rose-themed, such as the huge living room rug with an ornamental rose as the eye-catching centerpiece, or an oil painting of a blooming rose bush above the fireplace. And in addition to all of that, her entire home was filled with rare imported tapestries, priceless paintings, and glorious furniture. Even the arched solarium room was lined with bouquets of floral arrangements and genuine oriental rugs. Needless to say, we sure wish that all of her furnishings would have still been there, but even without it, you can still feel and see through these old photos that her beautiful and ornate mansion was her absolute dream home. Another one of those locks on the front door too. And then look at this little peephole. Oh, there we go. Who's here? That's cool. I like church doors, especially with the pointed top like that. And every door has it. Look at the sound system inside the house. Total 80s. That's nice windows there, overlooking the golf course. You can see this floor is new. One of the doors. Most of this cabinetry in here is new too. That's probably where the sink would have been. And then here's the serving area, breakfast area, is what they called it.
It looks like they're remodeling the whole place.
Still got Aretha's table in here. Definitely looks like an Aretha table.
Whatever.
More mirrors going around, of course. She loved her mirrors. And then this just would have looked over the driveway.
Amazing. Just abandoned.
Old school air conditioning.
Just abandoned, just like that.
Another patio glass door there. And then this looks like vinage and little garden action going on outside the window here. You could open these windows. I don't know if you can anymore. Looks like they're nailed shut or something. But definitely it's got a built-in fridge, it looks like. Oh no, this is like a rule. Do not open refrigerators while urban exploring. Alright, this one ain't bad. Here's another stairway down. And then this back to the main entrance. Or not main entrance, I'm sorry, side entrance. Entrance we came in. Another one over here. Radiator cover. Look at the woodwork on the side too. Here's more of Aretha's choice of curtains. Pretty cool. Backs right up to hole 7 on the golf course. And it's a private golf course. So, you know that helps boost up the price and worth of this place. Here we get another look at the stone arches. You see skylights. It almost feels like I'm at a Big Boy or a Wendy's. No. Okay. More of Aretha's terrible choice in curtains. I give it to her. She probably chose this back in
That
the
was back then,
90s.
bro. That was back then. This
Look
is
at
now.
track lighting.
Don't compare. It was back then.
This may have been an addition for all I know.
Okay, skip that.
Let's go look at the other rooms down here before we go up. Let's look at the stone detail. Look at the brick pattern. Herringbone. It's got some. The Donnelly Brothers, Cleveland, Ohio. So next to the stairway, right off the living room, we have a little bathroom here. Old radiator. Ugh, what is this? This obviously is a great vantage point for the living room. Look at that.
See, the houses that are being built now are copied from this old way of putting the banister up top. So you look over the bottom and see who's coming downstairs. Because the ones that building now, they have the same setup, but it's more modern than this one. Because the house that they've been into down here, you can go upstairs and look over the balcony and see, how are you doing? Come on in from upstairs. So this is like the old way of doing it, and the new way now is being remodeled to make it more modern. So anyway, it's like he was ahead of her time in decorating the house also. Okay, here we go, folks.
Amazing. As we go over here, we got more of her famous light fixtures here going down the hallway. They modernized a lot of this up here. There's that back stairway. Nothing much here. It's all painted too. But I wanted to show you guys everything. It goes back here too. I don't even know what this is. It's like a little hidden room. Crazy. It's got storage and stuff in here. And then, one of the coolest things is, this is actually Aretha Franklin's tub. No joke. The clawfoot. I read online that she recorded her A Rose is Still a Rose album in 1997 in this house. She recorded and wrote it while living in this house. And the article stated that she came up with some of the lyrics while bathing in this exact tub. You can see this is exactly where it was. They just built a thing around it to protect it, I guess. The clawfoot there. Piping is still on the floor. Oh, he's coming to talk more smack at the window now. And then this is another bathroom that Aretha designed. See the floral paint all the way up. And get all over that shower and toilet. Love the pink. Look at that. Now that toilet's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, modern because you got the push button on the top instead of the side.
For 1990.
So that's pretty
Same with
updated.
this tub, or the shower here. It's got a CD player in it, a JVC. Look at that.
Damn.
CD player inside the shower. And then look at that, the power's still on in it. Look at the speakers right there. Amazing.
It really is.
It's like it's a jacuzzi.
Studio.
More speakers on this side too. God, looks like you can contact aliens with this thing.
All right.
Just inside the kitchen there. Go back through here. See, this was all, I'm sure, landscaped and manicured at one time, especially when Aretha was here. But this house hasn't been lived in since the early 2000s, I think. So you can see it's just neglected. It is owned privately right now. And the guy's trying to sell it. He's done some work, as you saw in the video. And he maintains it for the most part, but it's a little bit overgrown back here. This is the tennis courts. There's the tennis courts. And we pan over and we see the side of the house. Looking into the breakfast serving area and kitchen. And here's that garden. And out here, I don't care if anybody sees me at this point. Stinks back here. But this was all land.
Okay, like I said previously, family, you know, you do what makes you happy. But don't worry about leaving nothing for nobody, man. I'm being for real. You give them what you can give them in your life because people will not take care of your shit after you work so hard for it. And have it looking lavishly as you would like it. But Aretha Franklin, a mansion abandoned. All the family and friends she had. No one can come and take care of it and keep it maintained for her. And keep that legacy of her mansion going. So repeating myself one more time, man. If you want to leave some person, leave it when you're alive, but don't think about, oh, I'm gonna leave this house and this fancy car or this money now. Enjoy your shit for yourself, man. Make sure you spend everything on you and enjoy you. Until then, folks, I love you guys. Beloved and kind and caring and humble, respectful, gratitude. Give thanks to those that find the time to look out for you. And remember, always remember, look out for those that look out for you. Until then, I love you guys. Peace out. One love.